How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video. The Supra just got wrapped. I got it back last night. I haven't had time to clean it yet because we got a big day ahead of us today. So without further ado, let me show you guys the new wrap color on my Mark IV Supra. Let's take a look.
The physical world and consciousness are inseparable.
Alright guys, hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. If it picks up anymore, I'm gonna just pull the car inside. But this is Laguna Seca Blue, which is from BMW, and hopefully it looks like that on camera. In person, it looks like Laguna Seca Blue, but I'm looking at it through my screen and it kind of looks more like Grabber Blue, and I'm not a huge fan of that on the Supra, but Laguna Seca looks really great on the Supra, and this is actually the first Supra wrapped this color. The wrap is actually from Inozatech, and they just came out with this color last month. It came out on January 8th. It is now February 20th. So this color has barely hit the market, and so right when it did, I got in touch with Headline Auto Design, and they recommended this color to me because I was originally thinking of Miami Blue, but that would have stood out way more than Laguna Seca Blue. And I love blue. I don't want to wrap all my cars blue, but my 3-valve is blue, the Supra's blue, Project WAP was gonna be maybe a blue, and same with the McLaren, but I'm gonna stop wrapping everything blue. Laguna Seca Blue looks great, but let me show you guys some of its details. So starting from the rear, you guys probably saw it in that little shitty montage that I recorded, but I left the underside of the carbon wing exposed. I've never seen that done before, but I told them, hey man, like I think that'll look great, just leave it exposed, and it does. And of course, they gotta start mowing their lawn right now. Anyways, it looks great. I'm really happy with how it came out. It's just a little subtle detail that like some people are gonna notice. Anyways, let me just pull it inside because this is getting really loud. All right, that's a lot better. Way less noise. I'm sorry if you guys feel a little claustrophobic, but anyways, back to what I was saying. The wing, like I said, had them wrap only the top half, so it's a little detail. You don't see many carbon fiber OEM wings to begin with. And so I wanted to make sure that like people could still see it, and you could still see that it's carbon, and I think that looks really sick. I also had them leave the front vents exposed. This was a clear option that everyone would probably do, but I also had them leave the little grooves exposed. So they went in here and laid probably knifeless tape and left it exposed, and that looks great, and it just makes the hood look super aggressive. You can still see the carbon and it still pops. They also went and deleted the antenna. So the antenna used to be right here. I have the antenna, I could poke the hole and put it in, but I think it looks fine just like that. I don't want to go ahead and start doing shit and cutting through it. And they also deleted the front license plate bracket and everything, so no more front plate. I have two little dimples, but I would rather have two little dimples than the little Hitler mustache bracket that you usually see on there, so I'm happy it's like this. And you also get more airflow to that intercooler. Anyways, the wrap job itself is really great. I'm really happy with the way the car came out. There are a couple little things that it's not their fault, obviously, but when the car was painted, they oversprayed onto the rubber seal. So you see some white here. That's just a little rain gutter in there, but there's some white on some rubber trim. I can probably get that off. Again, not the wrap's fault, not the place's fault, but it's just whoever painted it before, they didn't mask off too well, and that's the painter's fault. It's not the wrap's fault. But the car itself, I'm really happy with the way the car looks, but I think it needs a little bit more. I don't think it looks, you know, too one of a kind enough. I want it to stand out a little bit more, so we're not stopping here. The whole video isn't gonna be us talking about this wrap. I got some more goodies for it. Check these bad boys out. Again, sorry, I'm working with limited space. I was hoping I could use my driveway, but it's really loud outside and really windy, so we're gonna do this in here today. We got some Shine Auto vented carbon side skirts, and look at that. Look at the carbon accents on it. Looks really sexy. It's really gonna match the carbon on the car, and it's gonna make it just look that much more aggressive. The difference between this one and the one that's on the car is one, the carbon side skirt obviously, but two, it's one piece, and the vent itself looks a little bit more aggressive. It doesn't look so flowy, and this is just gonna really make the car look a lot better. I mean, that's gonna look cool and all, but skirts, that's it, Drew? That's all you're gonna do? You're just gonna put skirts on your wrapped Mark IV? Nah, fuck all that. I got some more things too. Let me show you. This right here is a Shine Auto hybrid carbon lip. The reason why it's hybrid is it is mixed with something else, to make it flexible. Usually carbon lips and carbon stuff in general is really stiff. This will make it so if I scrape, it's not gonna immediately snap, but I'm gonna try not to scrape. And on top of that, we got the diffuser as well. So the Supra is getting a full carbon package. Can you please leave? Hello? No, get off me, pooches. So yeah, so all this stuff combined, the Supra is gonna get pretty much a full carbon package. So let's go ahead and let's start installing. I might start with the side skirts because I think those are gonna take the longest. Also, let me change out of the merch. I don't wanna get the merch dirty. Pick up some merch, link in the description. All right guys, work shirt is acquired. This is paint, not cum. So chill on the comments. I already see you guys typing them. Anyways, let's go ahead and start on the side skirt. I think we're just gonna have to pull off this and maybe the plastic molding underneath, and then it should be ready to pop off. So let me set you guys up and we'll get started. Came right off. While it's off though, I'm gonna go ahead and, if this thing will focus, please focus. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up because that's pretty dirty. Okay, so I got it dry fitted on, and surprisingly it fits really well. Like, I wasn't expecting it to go on this easy. It's not obviously bolted in or anything like that, but just like that, it looks way better. The door needs to have some, I don't know, it needs to be fucked with a little bit, but I'm really happy with the dry test. Now let's go ahead and try to get it to really secure and fit. So the passenger side fits fucking perfect. And I mean perfect. Door can open and close all at once without it even rubbing it. Fits perfect. So this side is pretty much ready to be set in. I gotta figure out exactly what I'm gonna do for this corner. There's not really a mounting spot there, and I imagine there's gonna be a lot of wind flow. You know, you're doing 150 plus and that thing is gonna start shaking a lot. So don't want that to happen. I'm gonna have to 3M it somehow, but honestly, really impressed with this product. All right, so an hour later, and I got this one bolted in. What I ended up doing was 3Ming right here, and on the back side for the back. I'm also gonna remove the wheel and put some self-tappers in really quick, but I'll do that at the end. And then on the front, we did the same. We got some 3M with some adhesive promoter going along that way, all the way around the bottom. So it is secure, it ain't going nowhere, and it just looks super sleek. Like, I love how this vent just looks that much more aggressive. Sorry, I have blood on my hands. I don't know where it came from. I'm still looking for the wound, but it's there. Anyways, it looks really good. Let's go ahead and move on to the front lip. So it's super windy outside, so hopefully you can hear me, but this is the front lip that came with the car. I resprayed it once, and then the same day I hit like a cone on the freeway at night, and it sucked. So we're gonna go ahead and take off this nasty front lip and throw on the carbon one. Should be really quick and simple. I'm not gonna record the process because it's just a bunch of 10s, but I'll show you guys the end result and it'll look really nice. Supra looks pretty funny with the bumper off, or the front lip, I should say, not the bumper. Sorry, I know I'm stupid sometimes. Please forgive me. Anyways, it looks like my intercooler support bracket broke or something, so I gotta put a new one on really quick. But yeah, let's go ahead and toss on the new lip. This is the old one, really cheap. Let's toss on the new one and see how this bad boy looks. All right guys, check it out. The new carbon fiber front lip is installed and it looks amazing. It fits really well. It has these little mesh grills in there which mesh air somewhere, I don't know. It looks really dope though, for sure an upgrade compared to the cheap ABS polymer plastic one. This one though is a bit more fragile, so what we're gonna do is install some of these Sliplow universal skid plates. What they are super durable, high impact resistant skid pads. We're gonna just slide them on or stick them on to the bottom. No one will even really see them, but that way if I do scrape, I won't destroy the lip, and these will be protecting it. So just an extra bonus. I will come back in a couple months and check out the progress and see if it actually protected my lip. So let's go ahead and let's install some of these. My bad, the camera died. Anyways, couple hours later, front lip is on, car is still in the garage. We got this side skirt on. I already pulled off the fender and did the adjustment. I gotta realign it though, because for some reason it didn't align back up straight, but the door opens and closes nice and easily, which is great. And the side skirts just look so beautiful. I can't wait till I get on the rest of it because I really want to pull it out and just see how it is, but I don't want to work in the wind, so I'm gonna go ahead and start on the diffuser. I've already sort of started. You gotta take off the wheels, take off the rear splats, and kind of get them mocked up so that way they bolt on really nice. TJ Hunt has a very detailed video on this in a nice shop. I'm not gonna try to mimic that. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it all together and maybe time lapse it. But yeah, if you want to see a detailed video of how to do it, watch TJ Hunt's video. He's got a very detailed video on it. Let's just get started. Alright guys, the diffuser is installed. It's hard to do with one person. I did most of it by myself, but she did help me with her skinny little arms. So that was very helpful, but it is on and it's about as center as possible. Hopefully the camera doesn't make it look horrible, but it looks great. And I mean, it's just a little dirty from me drilling, but the carbon fiber of it and everything, it's just, it's nice. It's nice and it's evenly spaced all around. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's obviously dark out, which is bad because I have to wrap up this video, but I'm probably gonna wrap it up tomorrow morning. Let me get the car down, clean it up a little bit, and I'll see you guys in the morning. All right guys, it is the next morning. I am filling up because this morning we have a cool little, I think it's like an exotic car cruise or whatever, and it would make sense to bring the McLaren, but since we got this beauty all nice and done now, and she's looking extra meaty and extra sexy now, can't complain. No complaints here. So we're gonna go ahead and link up with Rob and some of the other people from the Sideways group, and we're gonna go ahead and head over. And dude, I'm just super happy with how this came out. Like this right here was like what I envisioned. Besides the color, this was like what I was envisioning when I was building the Supra. I wanted these skirts with that diffuser, with that lip. Like this is like the perfect Supra in my mind. Now the wheels maybe need to go or something, but as is, this is, I think, the sexiest Supra right now at the moment. Sorry, I don't mean to call everybody out. I mean, it could use some new wheels. I know it could use some new wheels, but the exterior couldn't be happier. So let's go ahead and let's head over.